All right, it's been a while since I put a video out on the Jeep. This is going to be an easy one, how to change the oil in your Jeep YJ. The Jeep I'm going to be working on is a 1994 4.0 inline 6. First thing you're going to want to do is jack up your Jeep if you need to, if you can't get all the way under there. I have a 2.5-inch suspension lift. There's plenty of room for me to get underneath without jacking up the Jeep. You're going to access the drain plug from either the driver's side or the passenger side, right behind the front tire. And this is real easy to get to. This is probably the easiest job that you'll ever have to do on your Jeep. There's your drain plug right there. So mine's already slightly warm, so it should flow nicely. I slide my drain pan under here. When I position this drain pan, I'm going to position it kind of back behind the bolt because that oil is going to want to come out this way. You don't want it to overshoot the pan. All right, so I changed my position over to the passenger side just so this exhaust pipe isn't blocking camera view. Get my socket on here. This is 16 millimeter. There we go. All right, this is still dripping. So I'm gonna let this drip out and then I'm gonna put the drain plug back on and I'm gonna move over to the oil filter. Next, you're gonna work on the removal of your oil filter. You're gonna wanna have oil filter removal tool. You can access the oil filter from the same side, from the passenger side. Go up, under this way. And you will see the oil filter just above the starter right there. Right, so I cracked that oil filter loose. The last of the oil is dripping out. And once that finishes, I'm going to remove the oil filter. If you're watching this video because you haven't changed your oil before, just one thing to keep in mind is that your oil filter is going to be full with oil. So when you remove it, you want to kind of keep it upright so all the oil doesn't spill out till you're directly over your pan, and then you can turn it upside down and just let all the oil drain out. So I have my new filter here. I got a Mobil 1 M1-204A. That's what this Jeep calls for. This is what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is turn this upside down. We're going to fill this up with oil before we install it. The oil that I'm using is this Mobil 1 high mileage full synthetic oil 10W30. The viscosity that you use may be different depending on your climate. I'm in Florida where it's hot, so this is what works best for me. And the vehicle calls for a total of 6 quarts. You see the new filter is in place. I'll show you that from the bottom as well. The new oil filter is installed. I'm going to double check, make sure my oil plug is in, which it is. Always want to double check that oil plug's in before you start putting the oil back in. All right, we already have the oil cap removed. I'm going to place my funnel right there in the top. Now remember, this is rated to take 6 quarts of oil. So I just poured 5 in, but chances are there was a little bit that's still left in there, which is why I put the 5 quarts in, and then I'm going to check the level, and then I'll add in as needed. are almost up to the line between add and safe. We'll start by adding a half quart and then I'll test it again. Okay, looks like we're good. We'll put the cap back on and give it a start and make sure I don't have any leaks. So it's that easy to change your own oil. I have some more cool Jeep videos coming. So thanks again for watching the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.